You're the reason my life's worth living. You're the reason I'm alive. I'd be lost without you. You're the reason that I strive. You're my destiny. You're my refuge. You're the reason that I breathe. You are all that I believe. Ilahi, 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 mola. Ilahi, 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 mola.
हो मलंग में जिंदगी की राह चल चला है खुदा एक तेरा मेरा है एक फलसफा और बदोश मदहोश तेरे इश्क में मैं शराबूर हूँ
Ilahi, 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 mola. Ilahi, 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 mola.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu and Ramadan Mubarak. And I hope your Laylatul Qadr and the Qiyam nights are going very good. So you are listening to Radio Dawn 107.6 FM. Everywhere, every moment matters. And welcome to Mindful Moments with MASHAL. A space where inspiration meets mindfulness. I'm your host, Mashal, and in this show, we invite inspiring personalities and empowering women who share their journeys, wisdom, and experiences to uplift and motivate us all. So, join us as we explore stories of resilience, success, and mindfulness because every conversation has the power to spark the change. And it's, as I said, that every moment and every conversation has a power to spark to change. And it's time to pause, reflect, and embrace the mindfulness. So it's an exclusive show today with me, and I have a very special guest as usual. So join me and explore the powerful of mindfulness and well-being and self-discovery one moment at a time. So relax and embark on this journey together. Stay with us for an uplifting session today. So today we are honored to have, and in fact, truly, it's a privilege to have a guest with us, Sukaina Abbas. Sukaina Abbas, let me just tell her something about her before I introduce you to her on our live YouTube restreaming, because she is on live YouTube as well with us, and the people who are listening to on air then can go and watch live YouTube restreaming with us, or you can watch the recording later on. So, our guest today is a true powerhouse of creativity, leadership, empowerment. She's not just a visionary entrepreneur, but also an inspiring role model for women everywhere. So, she's already on my screen, the people who are watching. She's not just as I mentioned, is not a visionary. She's the CEO and designer at Enchante Jewelry, a GIA certified gemology expert, and a dedicated advocate for women's empowerment. She has beautifully blended passion with purpose. Her journey is a testament to resilience, elegance, and the art of making dreams a reality. It is an absolute honor for me to welcome the incredibly talented, inspiring Sukaina Abbas on my show today. So let's see if the sounds, the technically it's fine. Let me just say assalamu alaikum to her once again.
Walaikum assalam,
Sakina, can
Michelle.
you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Your
Am I?
sound is a bit feeble. Let me just adjust from here. Yeah. Can you just Assalamu alaikum once again, just to make sure the sound is
Walaikum
clear?
assalam. Walaikum assalam to all of
All right. Thank you. And I'm glad. And thank you for taking out time. I know you're calling. We are on air and on stream straight from Pakistan. And it's iftar time over there because of the time difference. There is an iftar time. And I'm sure Sukena must have broken her fast just now, right? Correct me,
I
Sukena.
did. Bilkul, I did. Firstly, thank you so much for having me on this show, Mashal. It's such an honor, and I'm so humbled to be your guest today. And thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm looking forward to it.
Jazakallah. Actually, it's our honor and my privilege because in my show, I keep on inviting such inspiring personalities and ladies. And I'm glad that you are on board with me today as well. So, I have one more inspiring woman, a talented woman, and who has not given up. And we will explore her journey, how she has gone through. So, we will hear about her. And Sukena, so how's Ramadan going in Pakistan first? I know that you're coming to London shortly, but let me
Yeah,
know
so
how's it going in Pakistan?
Alhamdulillah, it has been really fantastic. You know, Ramadan is a whole vibe. It is the month of blessings, it's the month of kindness, it's the month of gratitude. And like everywhere else in the world, we here in Pakistan, especially in Karachi, have been celebrating it in full spirit. You know, the spirit of
Mhm.
Ramadan is beautiful, it's incomparable with anything else. Um, and
Mashallah.
of course, it has its own, the whole list of blessings goes on, including a lot of food related to
Mhm.
sahur and iftar. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
the best.
Karachi is famous for that.
Yes, I know. The best part I missed about Karachi because I'm from Karachi as well. And the
Yeah,
best part I missed about Karachi is the food, the gatherings, the family gathering.
absolutely,
And when you have
absolutely.
like sahur, it's not just few people sitting on the table, it's a big, huge dastakhan, you must say.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Iftar is with big dastakhan and the sahur is also with big dastakhan. So that's
absolutely.
what,
It's like bonding time with family and friends.
right. So, welcome to our show. It's my show,
Thank
Mindful
you.
Moments with Mashal, and on Radio Dawn 107.6 FM was once again. And if
Thank you.
anyone who wants to call and to be a part of our conversation, I just want to repeat our telephone lines, which is 0115 8411 800 or 0115 8411 900, and you can send us on WhatsApp message as well, or connecting from anywhere else in the world, part of world. You can call us on 073 1213 9494 and send WhatsApp messages as well. So, Sukaina, welcome once again, officially, formally, to my show. And as I know, you wear many hats: CEO, jewelry designer, gemology expert, and women's empowerment advocate. Can you share a little about your journey and what inspired you to pursue these passions, first of all?
So, Mashal, I think I have been lucky in the sense that I pursued a very unconventional career and it was totally unplanned. I have a
Mhm.
degree in computer science, and I like all, I think most households in Pakistan, you know, female employment rate is really low, and we don't pursue careers or traditional careers like that as compared to the rest of the world, where there's a huge percentage of women in the workforce. So
Mhm.
I started off and I got into jewelry designing by chance about 10 years back. And it has been an incredible journey from the day I started. I'm very, very fond and passionate about learning because it was not my field. So I decided to do some courses from the GIA, Geological Institute of America. First, I started off with distance learning courses, which enabled me to kind of hone my skills in the field of gemology. When you're selling and designing pieces in authentic gemstones and you want to build trust with your clientele, I think it's really important that you focus on quality, which has been a prime focus all along. But in order to do that, you need to have that skill, you need to have that learning, that knowledge, that enables you to, sort of put out your best foot forward with regards to the designs that you're manufacturing. Along the way, we were very fortunate enough to get opportunities to participate in the local entrepreneur community in the form of exhibitions, in the form of events, and we also had some side of service in the corporate sector. We were supplier for Sentiments Express at TCS for some time, and we did
All
some
right.
projects with other corporates as well.
That's great. That's really, great. And as women, we feel proud. And you know why my purpose of you inviting on this on a very short notice, I wanted to have an interview with you because just want to highlight that in Shanti, your jewelry, you're coming to London for an event because Eid is around the corner. Just now, after a few days, there will be Eid. So I just wanted to inspire any of the ladies who wants to go and visit this event and to the show because it's something extraordinary. The exclusive jewelry which I've seen, your product is very exclusive. So to just to encourage the
Please, I
ladies.
would love to send out this open invitation to anybody who's listening that please come and join us, on the 29th of March, Saturday. It's an open event, it's free entry at the Royal Nawab. And you will see designs that I'm bringing as part of my showcase here that are very unique, that are very, they're artistic, they're also very classy and very, very contemporary in that sense that we try to make a mix of both traditional and contemporary designs so that they suit the modern women, they suit today's women and today's females who want to, you know, wear them both at festive occasions and otherwise.
That's really great. So, coming on to my next question, I want to ask you, Sukena, jewelry often carries deep personal and emotional significance, So, how do you see
Absolutely.
jewelry as a tool for self expression and empowerment, especially for women, It could be the special moment, the
Yeah,
wedding
that's a
ring, there
very,
could
very
be,
interesting. Yeah,
yeah.
that's a very interesting question, Masha. So traditionally in South Asia, if you know, gold jewelry had always been, and gold jewelry had always been a status of power, a status of wealth, across generations, across centuries during the Mughal era. And that kind of, there were no bank balances back then, and it was the kind of jewelry that you wore, that you showcased. That was the traditional influence that jewelry brought into our cultures. But today, I feel it is much more than that. I feel the jewelry that we wear today, that we adorn today, is a form of self expression. It
Mhm,
is a translation of our personal values, of our personal styles. And when we think about jewelry as a form of self expression, I want to highlight here that the silver jewelry that we design is because we want to raise awareness about sustainability as a fashion choice.
mhm,
The world is filled with consumerism. There is a global rush everywhere for mass produced products, and
mhm.
for those products, they're good for one season, and that's fine. I have nothing against them. But traditional jewelry or jewelry made in silver or gold or precious metals using gemstones, they're not just pieces of jewelry. They are actually heirlooms that you pass on from one generation to the other, right? I'm sure
Yeah.
you have pieces from your grandmother or mother
Yes.
that you cherish very closely, and
Mhm.
they become memories for you. They become, a symbol of emotions for you. So I
Yes.
think jewelry is a very, very important piece of a woman's life.
Yeah. I don't know. That's like we women especially treasure them as, like something as an emotional moment thing. Like we want to keep it. Or even if
Absolutely.
you want to but when you like our mother-in-laws or mother or grandmother were passing
Yeah.
it on, it was
Yeah.
definitely an emotion for them also when they were passing on that jewelry piece to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. To
Absolutely.
again.
The wedding ring is such an emotional symbol, I think for every woman who wears one, it symbolizes that whole relationship for them.
Yeah.
Similarly, I think there are a lot of other jewelries, that you, as you cross milestones in life, that become a
Yeah.
part of your life, and then they are symbolic and they hold meaning for you, deep meaning for you.
Absolutely. So that was my actually main initiative, because Eid was around the corner, and after the Eid,
Yeah,
the weddings will start. So I thought, let's not miss
yeah,
this event. Let's
yeah.
have
I think
Sukuna on
perfect
board.
timing. Yeah,
Perfect timings and
perfect timing.
perfect everything. So let's
Absolutely.
invite Sukena on board. So can gemstones, and I want to ask, and jewelry influence energy or emotional well-being also? Is it something related to that also?
I find this topic very fascinating, and I have been trying to do my own little research on that.
Really?
Again, when we look into history and when you study gemstones, there's a lot of mythology related to it, right? There's a
Mhm.
lot of influence of the Greeks and the Romans, and even in the subcontinent, in Sanskrit, there's a lot of mention of gemstones. You must have heard about the chakras and the nine Nauratan or the nine gems that hold a lot of power.
Yeah, yeah. And
Similarly, there are a lot of other gemstones, that are supposed to hold special powers. Cleopatra was very fond of emeralds. It's very famous that she was very, very fond, and she believed that it had some kind of regal or royal power that she commanded, and it was because of those stones.
Mhm.
Similarly, amethysts were supposed to uh, prevent or combat intoxication. So a lot of Spanish or Spain, it was very famous and popular there. Pearls were supposed to, they were symbolized as teardrops, of the ocean. And the Japanese and Chinese mythology has a lot of mention about its special powers.
Mhm.
Uh, Personally, I think there may be some truth to certain extent in all of that, but those gemstones many centuries ago were very raw and that were very pure. They were not treated in any form. They had not gone under any chemical treatment,
Mhm.
and they were not modified in any way. They were
Mhm.
just pure from nature. So maybe, because of their chemical compositions, they did have some special energies that the wearer felt when it touched their skin or when they had them on their body.
That's really a very, detailed, excellent explanation, about
Thank you.
the thing which I was, wanted to know actually, honestly.
Yeah.
So that's
Even in
really
our
great.
culture, there's a lot of myth. They say, okay, if you wear a turquoise or a firoza, वो suit
Yes.
karega, so the color will
Ah,
darken and things
especially
like
with
that.
the akik, the akik you have.
Absolutely. So
Yeah,
it is mentioned in Islamic cultures as well that an akik protects you. So I'm sure it has certain aura, certain energies that protect the wearer.
right,
Absolutely.
right. So, do share with us the event which you're coming up here. So, what are the product you're going to display in this event, which is going to be held on 29th of March and 30th of March, which is in London, okay?
Yeah.
And it's going to be a display of your jewelry, I believe, right?
So
So,
I am
what
part
sort
of
of?
participating in an Eid exhibition that's happening there.
Mhm,
And so we are actually bringing two very popular collections to this event. One is a lot of festive jewelry, which
mhm,
is very, very suited for Eid. And as you mentioned, weddings. Our traditional cultural jewelry has this beautiful appeal, and it is timeless. It
mhm,
has the timeless beauty. So we are bringing a collection that comprises of designs like your traditional jhumkis and bales and some absolutely gorgeous earrings that are at very, very unbelievable and remarkable prices. So I would really want you all to do drop by. The other collection that we are bringing are our signature enchanté designs that we have made over the years and that are really very popular because it's our first event in London, and we would want the audience to see some of the finest designs that we have done over the years. We work in cultured pearls, freshwater pearls, and gemstones that we use are with full disclosure and authentic gemstones. The style is somewhat contemporary, modern, everyday wear that we could perhaps wear it to work, wear it to a after dinner. So these are designs that can be, an excellent addition to your jewelry collection.
all right. I think we are having some internet issue or Your picture has
Can you
frozen. Yeah,
hear me?
yeah, it's better now, and I can hear you better now. So
Okay.
another question which comes to my mind about
Okay.
when you're talking about jewelry, what I know you as,
Yeah.
you're a strong advocate for women's empowerment in Pakistan, especially. And how do you integrate this passion into your work at Enchanted Jewelry? Because I have seen your some work, and your, you are talking strongly about women empowerment. So how do you connect this passion into your work at Enchanted Jewelry and with this?
So, I have been fortunate enough to be part of a number of programs that enhanced my learning and education as regards to being an entrepreneur. See, we all women who work from home or women-led businesses that women run while also managing a household. We do not have that formalized education or training most of the time. You know,
Mhm.
nobody comes and teaches us about costing. Nobody comes and teaches us about marketing. Nobody comes and teaches us how to do, how to build a supply chain down there. So my mission and something that I'm very close to my heart is to be able to give back to other women entrepreneurs, especially in my communities, even in the jewelry community, that are starting off, so that they don't make the same mistakes that we did when we were starting off.
Mhm.
And also, I think eventually we really want to make sure that the work that we do kind of somehow encapsulates women in the supply chain as well. So we're also looking into training women into gemstone cutting, weed cutting, and other steps of the supply chain. Having said that, I'm also very active as a mentor in some of the incubation communities here locally. I'm part of the National Incubation Center at Karachi in one of their committees, and the main goal wherever we participate as a mentor or as a judge is to make sure that we, bring forward those women-led businesses that are very talented but do not have the right platform to showcase their talent, right?
Yeah.
You have a great idea, you want to do some work. बहुत सारी खवातीन, they are looking for capital, right? They're looking for
Yeah.
investments, they're looking for guidance. They know they have a great product. For instance, I've seen women who do exceptional knitting, right? I
Yes.
mean, you live in a very cold country, Karachi, mein to
Mhm.
we don't have those kinds of winter, but um, I saw this woman and she was doing this beautiful knitting cardigans and booties for small babies, and she did not know how to bring them to market, right? So this is, I think, a space where we can, as a brand that is active in the community, Oshante wants to do that for other women, that we provide them that facilitation
Mhm.
so that they are able to, prosper and grow
That's
their
a very
plans
good
and grow
point.
their
That's a
businesses.
very good point you have mentioned and highlighted, because sometimes somebody needs to hold your hand, you don't know what to
Exactly.
do. And
Exactly.
some women's are striving and, suffering, or I must say they want to, they want to have giving a helping hand to your head of the
Absolutely.
family,
They
to,
have no
support.
experience, right? And
Yeah, to
कोई
support.
prior
And there's so many
experience नहीं
financial,
है.
yeah,
Exactly.
and there's so many financial crises as countries, and maybe the families are facing. So
Absolutely.
if they stood up and on their own and they are helping their family, it's really great. So, and they need
Yeah.
somebody to assist them, they don't know where to start with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely excellent work what you're doing, to assist all these females, in, it's in Pakistan, wherever
Yeah.
you're doing, wherever your projects are, implementing. So what challenges have you faced as a female entrepreneur in the luxury and jewelry industry, which is quite vast, massive, and there's a lot of competition, and it's big demand, I think. How do you overcome them? Because there's a big competition there in the jewels, if you talk about, and it's various markets, and you're bringing it
Uh,
to you.
so we have tried to, yeah, so we have tried to build up a reputation as a very authentic brand because we, since we make our and manufacture our own designs, so we do not do bulk manufacturing, right? We're not buying from somebody and selling it off like that. So, and normally when we have an event or an exhibition, even when you're coming on the 29th, I want to highlight this. So we just have a single piece for each design. So if you like something and if you've seen it online, there's just going to be one
Mhm.
piece for that at that event.
Oh, really?
It doesn't
That's
make
all.
sense to me that, everybody's wearing the same thing,
Okay.
because it's a personal style statement. Yes. So,
So,
so
but what
this is going to
happens?
be
What happens if somebody likes it and wants to have a similar one?
so you can always come and place an order, and we'll be happy to deliver it to you.
All right, okay. Because it's just one
But
piece. What you're saying,
because
what
we want to keep it exclusive, and I think that's the charm of you know good manufactured fine quality designs, that you have to have that exclusivity, that it makes
Mhm.
it more personal, and it makes it more if you connect with the style and if you connect with the design,
All
I
right.
think,
I'm sorry.
and it helps us maintain that image as well, because
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt. We'll be going for a short
beauty,
commercial break
you
right
know
now.
when you come to
Okay,
an event
and
and there are 20 exhibitors doing jewelry, you want
yeah.
to make sure that yours is different.
Okay, we'll be going for a short commercial break and we will be right back after the commercial break. So keep listening to Radio Dawn 107.6 FM and live transmission. We are in conversation with Sukaina Abbas from Enchanted Jewelry in Pakistan.
107.6 FM across Nottingham. This is Radio Dawn. When the family gathers for dinner each night, passing plates of pulao under soft candlelight, the smiles, the stories, what a beautiful sight. When you prepare zarda fragrant and bright and send a dish to your neighbors that night, their joy makes your evening feel just right. In every grain, a story unfolds of love, of gratitude, and traditions retold. Tilda Basmati, the timeless joy of sharing.
This Ramadan, Tasty Bites is serving up a deal you can't resist. Get 3 large 12-inch pizzas for just £15 on collection or 20 for delivery. Perfect for iftar, suhoor, or sharing with loved ones. Call 01159 850 350 and make your Ramadan meals extra special with Tasty Bites.
Tasty Bites, where every bite brings joy.
क्या आप कश्मीर में जरूरतमंदों की मदद करना चाहते हैं? तैयब फाउंडेशन आपके लिए सदका जारिया है। चाहे वो साफ पानी हो, सेहत की देखभाल, दरख्त लगाने, मसाजिद और मदारस, तलबा के लिए तालीम या साल भर खाने पीने के पार्सल फराहम करना, आपके सदकात और ज़कात यतीमों, मिस्कीनों और बेवाओं को दिए जाते हैं। मजीद मालूमात के लिए राब्ता करें 0785 900 1369 या हमारी वेबसाइट विजिट करें tayyabfoundation.org.uk। हमारे अकाउंट डिटेल्स है तैयब फाउंडेशन नेटवर्स्ट अकाउंट नंबर 22626077 सॉर्ट कोड 601133। तैयब फाउंडेशन, राइज विद लाइट एंड होप।
Looking to transform your home? At Omega Home Improvements, we specialise in turning your vision into reality. Whether it's a stylish new kitchen, a modern bathroom, elegant bedrooms, stunning tiles, durable flooring, or a bespoke media wall. We handle it all with care and expertise. With over 10 years of experience, our team delivers high-quality craftsmanship that will leave your home looking stunning for years to come. Omega Home Improvements. Visit our showroom on Castle Boulevard or call us today at 011 5919 6871 for your free quote. Let's create your dream space. Omega Home Improvements, where quality meets comfort.
क्या आपको भी मेरी तरह ट्रैवलिंग करने का बहुत शौक है, लेकिन हमेशा ओवरचार्ज फ्लाइट्स और हॉलिडे पैकेजेस का डर रहता है? Fear no more, because at Travel Square you can book your flights, hotels, Umrah and holiday packages at a cheaper price. The IATA qualified and experienced travel consultants guide you with the right information regarding visa, health and travel requirements. इसके साथ साथ हमारे यहाँ मनी ट्रांसफर की सहूलत भी मौजूद है। So visit us today at 227 Bradford Road, NG7 5GU, or visit our website at www.travelsquare.holiday. You can also contact us on 0115 671 7866. Fly better for less because we care at Travel Square.
The Prophet ﷺ says, whoever builds a mosque for the sake of Allah, then Allah will build for him a house in paradise. Jamia Fatimiyya Masjid has embarked on a 2-story extension project to provide bereavement and Jummah prayer facilities for our sisters and to also meet the social needs of our local community. This vital initiative will provide much needed space and services at 118A Berridge Road, Forest Fields, Nottingham, NG7 6HT. Your support is needed to complete this noble cause. Donate generously and be a part of this blessing. You can donate directly to the Masjid's bank account name Jamia Fatimiyya, sort code 309618, account number 033811615, reference extension. Alternatively, contact Mushtaq Rahman on 07944 290959 or Muhammad Muqeem on 07988 976743, or you can contact any member of the Masjid committee. May Allah reward your generosity and grant you paradise. Ameen.
Radio Dawn from the heart of the East Midlands.
Welcome back after commercial break. You're listening to Radio Dawn 107.6 FM live transmission. And I'm your host, MASHAL Tariq. And this is an exclusive interview, my program, my show, which I bring to you like before Ramadan. And in Ramadan, I was just having a pause on this mindful moments with Mashal because Eid is around the corner. And I know the females must be shopping around for Eid. So, and they want to do shopping for clothes, shopping for jewelry. Jewelry is the one important thing which comes to the mind, clothes, jewelry. So that's why I thought of bringing Sukaina Abbas from Pakistan, who has enchanted jewelry, and she has a very good exclusive jewelry which she was talking about and was sharing her experience with us, and she is back again with us, and whoever wants to be a part of our conversation, ask anything, can call us on 0115 or on 0115 or you can send a WhatsApp message on 073121399494. At 4 o'clock, we will be having our Aftari show and starting from 4 till 6. And then we are having our live series transmissions. And tomorrow, don't miss it. We have our charity appeal of Radio Dawn for starting from 3 o'clock maybe. So do participate and donate generously on that. And of course, the Eid fair is also around the corner at Recreation Ground on 5th of April, and don't miss that. So we're talking about now, we are having an exclusive interview with Sukaina Abbas. Let me see, she's back. Yes, she's back. So we are Assalamu alaikum. Sukaina, can you hear me?
Yes, walaikum salam, Mashal. I can hear you.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? Just testing the
जी,
sound.
walaikum salam. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
आपको आ रही है मेरी
welcome.
आवाज? Yeah,
Bilkul. So welcome back
perfect.
after a commercial break.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And Sukina, thank you once again for making out time for us, because I know it's you must have broken your fast just now. आपने इफ्तारी सही से कर ली थी.
बिल्कुल कर ली थी जी, बहुत टाइम था. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure
Because
being here.
so it's maybe you will be heading for your Isha and Taraweehs later on. So we have another few minutes. It's right now 3:37 in the dials. And by 4 o'clock, we'll wrap up our show. So just few more
Oh,
questions about your event when I'm coming about your event also. And then I
yeah,
want to ask you, when you're running a business in such a, scale, it has grown over the time. What I can understand, your business, when you started, it was
yeah.
just tell us about it. How
Alhamdulillah.
was the background? Like when you started and now it's grown up so that you're bringing it to UK and you're promoting your business in UK. And I believe this is not your first experience. This is you have come before to UK also to exhibit your product, right? So how do you personally
Yeah.
use to stay on ground and focused on such things? And I want to know from which scale you started and now to what level have brought your enchanted.
Um, okay, so very interestingly and very honestly, I always, whenever we talk about the journey of Enchante, I don't ever mind sharing this. I think I hope other women take inspiration. Never let finances be a hurdle to, to putting out your plans out there. When I started off, many, many years ago, um, I was very reluctant to take, loans from anyone, from my husband, my father-in-law, my father, or the bank or anyone. And I was like, this is something that I want to do on my own. Because if it works, then it's fine. If it doesn't, then I don't,
Mhm.
it's going to be my personal loss.
Okay.
And very interestingly, I started off with uh, money that I had put in a
Mhm.
committee, and that is this very small
Oh my
amount
God.
that I made my first inventory
That's
with.
so
And
interesting. Quite, and
and yeah,
so courageous
so
of you at that time, you know? You will feel.
absolutely, because we're talking about growth and we're talking about how far you have come. So I always remember my humble beginnings. I think that was a point where because I was a homemaker by
Mhm,
choice. When I got married, I always wanted to raise my own kids, and I never pursued a career in my computer science
mhm.
field. But when I started this off, I was, very taking very small baby steps. I was
I think your connection has interrupted. Sorry, apologize for that. The connection has
that we
interrupted.
do
Let's.
is from our own mistakes. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
okay. I think we are having. Yeah, I can hear you now. We are having poor connections. You were like freeze for some time,
The
and now
screen
it's
is
back.
broken. Okay. Okay.
Okay, it's
So I was
back again
talking
now.
about
Sorry.
our journey. We started off the first exhibition that I had. I just invited close family and, some of my friends. I was not sure of the response, and I was not sure because, when I designed these pieces, the first ones, it was because I did not find anything in the market that suited my taste. I had a very, my taste was not very loud, and I wanted
Mhm.
to design jewelry that I could wear according to my taste. I was not sure whether it would be well received by other people as well. And
Okay.
that first exhibition was many, many years ago. And after that, I got into a program at one of the business schools here that was
Mhm.
sponsored by World Bank, and we got to, learn about entrepreneurship.
All right.
And gradually, each step, I think the support of family made it possible for me to go on to the next step. It's very crucial to highlight that कि जब तक आपके, your family doesn't support
Family
you,
support. That's very
because
important, actually.
like most women, I also lived in a joint family, and there were other responsibilities that I had to juggle, and I always tried my best that my work never got in the way of my other responsibilities. And I think whenever you are starting off in a journey of growth, it's very important that you learn from the mistakes that you make, and you will make mistakes, which is, it is given. Or
Right.
I think the real success and the real growth comes when you overcome those hurdles. um, I'd just like to share this very small story briefly. कि we were selling through our Facebook page. Initially, जब हमने काम start किया था, we made a Facebook
Mhm.
page because that was the latest launch, and everybody was doing pages in 2014, 2015. And
Okay.
my only primary channel was that. Instagrams के बाद में आया. And I did not have a website back then. And
And
I was
from
like,
there, you brought Enchante
yeah,
as a brand now.
yeah, yeah.
You brought
So,
from
so,
there.
and in this journey, 3 years down the line, Facebook पे किसी ने हमारे खिलाफ वो किया कि जी इनका नाम हमारे नाम से सिमिलर है, and Facebook turned down the page. They took it
Oh,
off.
oh. Oh my God.
Everything that I had done up to that
Mhm.
date, up to 2017, I was going out for my brother's Mehndi. And I was getting
Okay.
ready and I saw this notification on my phone and it
Uh-huh.
said that we have taken down your page. And I was like, what is this?
Uh-huh.
And I still remember I was so shocked. It took me a day to process because
Mm.
mera sara data, all those contacts that I had made, uh, and I just restarted again from scratch, literally,
Oh my
just with that
God.
page again. And then we, of
Oh.
course, made a website and we came on to other platforms. But Alhamdulillah, I think with each hurdle that we crossed, I think we came out more resilient. ट्रिक
Mhm.
यही है कि आपने गिव अप नहीं करना है. I
That's
think
true.
that is the very essence of it all, that no matter how hard it gets,
How
no
shocking it must
matter
be for you. I can well imagine.
exactly, and and बहुत सी दफा ऐसा होता है कि आप कहते हैं कि यार मुझसे नहीं हो रहा, I just want to give up. बहुत हो गया अब, ये तो इतना मुश्किल है, especially living like in a country like Pakistan where we don't have that kind of facilitation. हमारे यहाँ basic infrastructure में इतने मसले हैं. अभी इंटरनेट का connection आप देख लें. In our
Mm.
conversation, it keeps coming and going, and running an online business, any business here, it's not very easy. So the trick
So
is
how
that you
do
don't have to give up. You keep trying and you.
how do you, yeah, the connection is gone, is dropping back and forth. So let's see. Yes, listeners, the connection is dropping back in again. If Sakina is able to connect, yes,
जी
okay, yes, I have her here. The connection is,
जी जी
yeah, the
I'm here.
connection is really poor, so it keeps on dropping in. Alhamdulillah, but we are getting connected.
I think my screen. I can hear you, but I think my screen
Yeah, screen
freezes. I
freezes
think
and
that's
we
what has
can't hear
happened.
you. That's the thing. Anyways,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So anyway, this is what I can understand. The important message which you're giving here to the females who want to come out and do something. The important thing is you have to be strong enough and resilience enough to face those hurdles. Important thing is that. So this is what you have done, and through this long journey, you have made
Alhamdulillah.
Enchante a brand, and that you're bringing it and promoting it to UK. And I was asking, this is not your first trip to bring Enchante and display.
No, I was part of a group of women that were selected by the International Trade
Mhm.
Center for a project called She Trades. And five businesswomen came to Birmingham last
Okay.
year to participate in Spring Fair. It is one of Europe's biggest trade fairs.
Mm.
And Alhamdulillah, we, showcased our brands there along with so many global brands that came from all over the world and all over Europe.
Mhm.
We were there, and it was so encouraging and such a proud moment for us to see that the products made in Pakistan were equally good and at par, and in some cases even better than the products that we saw there. The feedback जो हमें मिला, जो हमने connections बनाए वहाँ पे
Mhm.
with regards to work, I think वो बहुत fantastic opportunity थी, and it was
Mashallah.
a very proud moment for
Mashallah,
us.
that's great.
Interestingly, people were very surprised as well because Pakistan से वो जो है ना, they don't associate Pakistan
Yeah.
with much positive things. वो जब बोर्ड देखते थे वहां के
And this
पाकिस्तान, तो
jewelry
वो
is from
रुकते जरूर
Pakistan.
थे.
So
They used to
lucky for them.
ask, "Oh, so you're from Pakistan?" Yeah. So it's not from India. No, it's not from India. It's
Oh,
from Pakistan. And then they would, ask about how things are in Pakistan, and they would pass comments
right.
about that. So I think it's very, very important for us to highlight, the exceptional work being done in Pakistan that the world needs to
Absolutely,
see.
absolutely. So, being a leader in the jewelry industry, what I could say, yes, you are a in Shanti, which you have brought to a brand, and you are a leader in jewelry industry over there in Pakistan. So, how do you balance this creativity of work? Because there is a lot of competition with creativity in jewelry, especially for the females' choices and all. And you're saying you are having an exclusive one piece only, that jewelry which you display is only one piece. So, how do you balance this creativity and businesses? And personal, of course, along with that, your personal well-being also, because you have, when you're doing a creative work, you have to be personally well-being as well.
I think it cut out.
Yeah. Are you there? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you're asking about G.
Mhm. Did you get my question?
Half of it came through and half of it I think आपकी आवाज
Yeah,
चली गई
okay.
थी.
So what I'm saying is like being a leader in jewelry industry, which you have brought to this level now in Shanti to make it a
Yeah.
brand. So how do you manage this creativity in your business? Because there is a lot of competition in the market, and you are saying that you are selling your piece is exclusive when you're showcasing or displaying it. It's one piece. So how do you manage this creativity? And there is a lot of demand for jewelry in the market, and
Um,
plus,
this G.
Ji.
There's a lot of inspiration for creativity if you look around, especially I think the beauty of gemstones in itself. Uh, हमारे locally in Pakistan, we have such an amazingly rich country in minerals and gemstones. Unfortunately, we don't have the resources to showcase it or to explore it in the best possible way. I think वो ही एक in itself बहुत inspirational है to design good jewelry because the beautiful stones that you come across, anybody would want to wear them. Again, I think another inspiration for me is being part of, the special moments. As Sabia, you're talking about Eid and the weddings coming up. I think I
Mhm.
find it very inspiring to design jewelry that becomes great gifts for people, that becomes a part of somebody's special moment. So
Mhm.
we do a lot of designs that are made bespoke, on order, customized designs for gifting as well, right? I
All
think
right.
for me that is a huge motivation when people
That's
come and
great.
say, that the design that you made, I daughter wore it on the wedding, for instance, my festive line जैसे या किसी की graduation थी और उसके लिए parents ने बनवाया कोई special
That's
चीज,
really
तो मेरे लिए वो बहुत inspiring होता है कि वो एक design becomes a part of
special.
their
Yeah.
happy moment or their special
Yeah.
moment.
Something special for them.
Yes. So being a part of somebody's special moment is my
Yeah.
inspiration. I think that
So
means a
you're
lot to
working
me.
on silver, and then you said you're studying gemology as well. So do you want to mention more about it? What you're doing it like? You're going to launch something, or is it already launched?
Uh, so no, diamond ring about 2 years back. I
Mm.
have been as I complete them, I want to go on to the next level and do that. My goal is, inshallah, to be able to complete a graduate gemologist degree in that. So when I did my diamond
Mhm.
grading course, I wanted to. It was very fascinating. Let me tell you that gemstones कि science ऐसी है that you fall in love with it once you start studying. And if you're a science student and if you are passionate about learning about these things, it is very addictive. And I did the course, the written course, the theory course of it all,
Mhm.
and I applied for a scholarship at GIA, and I was very eager to learn, sitting in a classroom with other people there and
Mhm.
from all over the world. It is such an enriching experience. So I'm coming for that, inshallah, and I hope to, add to my learning and knowledge in the
So you'll
coming
be
days.
studying for this right now, gemology,
I'll be
and
doing a diamond grading lab. That's what I'm coming for.
okay,
So
diamond
I did
grading
a
lab, and
collection in lab diamonds or mosanites, which are very popular right now in most parts of the world. And
okay,
we did a design line in that.
all
Uh,
right.
there's a lot of talk about now about lab grown diamonds and about natural diamonds and क्या खरीदना
Mhm.
चाहिए, क्या नहीं खरीदना चाहिए.
Right.
And this is what motivated me to, pursue more about learning more about diamonds. तो
Mashallah,
फिलहाल तो
mashallah.
मेरा फोकस है वो डायमंड ग्रेडिंग की लैब पे है.
All right. And mashallah. And the important thing is you should never give up. You should not up abhi bhi matlab
Absolutely. I
you want to
think I want to study because learning never ends. Learning
yeah.
तो एक lifelong journey है. इसका एज से कोई
Mm.
ताल्लुक नहीं है. I think I
And
believe कि आप जब भी आपको मौका मिले,
mm,
आपने जरूर अपने knowledge में इजाफा करना. You have to keep learning. You have to keep evolving, keep growing that
yeah.
way.
And how do you maintain the balance, the with the family and this work and everything, and with studying,
Uh,
you're coming
I
abroad and
think
going abroad for
that
study and
is
all.
that is very, very hard to I think every woman who does a work-life balance, yeah, can agree with me कि ये सबसे मुश्किल काम है करना, because
Yes,
we
true.
always try to give it more than 100%. कोशिश यही
Yes,
होती है कि there no even आप कोई छोटे से काम के लिए भी होता है, when you're going out for an event, you make sure that the meal is ready, you make sure that in your absence everything runs
it's
smoothly,
right
whether
smooth.
it's the kid, whether it's the home. Exactly.
Absolutely.
um,
और सासू माँ को कोई शिकायत ना हो.
बिल्कुल
Everything.
सबके लिए ये होता है आपको कि भाई
You have
सारे
to
घर
make
वाले जो
everyone
हैं वो
happy.
बिल्कुल
Yeah.
अब if I'm traveling now, so I have to make sure that the grocery is there for the next month. A meal
Yeah.
ki menu सारे मैंने मतलब everything has to be arranged, because
Yes.
obviously that too is my responsibility and I want to do it well. So I don't
Yeah.
want कि मेरे काम की वजह से कहीं कोई किसी को शिकायत हो या
Disturbance
ये
होता
कहें
है.
कि
Yeah.
disturbance हो. Exactly.
I fully agree on this point, what you have mentioned, Sugena, because when you are as a female working, it seems easy, but it's not. We are
It's
carrying
not. It
so
is
many
so
things on your
difficult.
shoulders because you want to
It
work
is so
and you are, and there is sometimes a requirement you have to work. So when you're working and as a female, you carry a lot of things, and that is not seen actually. Sometimes it's not
absolutely.
seen, but
Actually,
it's a lot.
expectations भी ज़्यादा है ना हमसे,
हाँ,
मतलब in the balance of the equation, अगर parent की आप relationship में देखें तो वो सारी जिम्मेदारी is on the mother.
right.
मतलब my kids have grown, but PTMs भी हैं तो mother ने attend करनी because father has a meeting or he's not, he's busy at
Mhm.
work. So even if the
Yeah.
mom is working, but she has to make sure that she shows up, right?
Yes. Yeah,
So
because you are
वो
accountable
हमारा
eventually, no? कल तुमने क्या
exactly.
देखा?
Exactly. So we need to we always put in that hard work. I think Allah
Alhamdulillah.
Ta'ala made us that way कि we are able to do that.
Alhamdulillah, Allah may give you all most of the courage. And it's like just 5 more minutes, and we have to wrap up the show. And before I end my show with you, and I just want to thank you for, first of all, giving us such a good time and sharing such a good experiences about jewelry. And the listeners or audience who must have been listening must have not known few things, of course, in depth, which you have shared with us. Just I want to know, how can our audience connect with you and learn more about your work in jewelry brand, or can join in this field? Like,
I am available to connect on my Instagram. We have an Instagram for the account for Oshante. It's
Mhm,
called Oshante Silver, ENCHANTE_Silver.
mhm.
We are available there, और उसके साथ ही हमारे email available है on our website. You can contact us through
Okay,
there. The website is
okay,
oshantglobal.com, and also through our WhatsApp, local WhatsApp
okay.
number. I'm usually very responsive, especially if somebody wants to connect to learn
Mhm.
more. I'm always there
All
to help.
right, that's
मेरे हिसाब से कोई गेट कीपिंग नहीं है. There's no gatekeeping. Knowledge is meant to be shared और आपको शेयर
that's so
करनी चाहिए.
sweet of you. That's so sweet of you. So, Kenna, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and your experience.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Bashar,
and
for having me
experiences
here. Thank you. It was such a
and
pleasure being on
advice
your
with
show.
us. And honestly, I wish you all the best and good luck for your event which you're coming for and your further studies. Being a mother, and I didn't ask you in the whole interview how many kids you have, or do you have grown up kids? But
I have three boys,
mashallah,
mashallah. And yes, they are grown up. The younger ones are twins, and they've also turned
mashallah,
18.
mashallah.
So, yeah,
So,
the kids
mashallah,
are
then
grown
you
up.
are with that, the kids' responsibility and everything, and you're still focusing on your further studies. And this is what, a woman gives, one woman gives to another woman an inspiration. This is what I count as an inspiration. And that you can do it. You should not give it up. And, it's like when I can do it, you can also do it. Like, so thank you so much. And to our listeners, remember that
Absolutely,
mindfulness and
absolutely.
empowerment go hand in hand.
Thank you very much. Thank you to your
Whether in
audience
business,
for listening in to us, and thank
yeah,
you.
thank, yeah. Any messages you want to give it to Nottingham and to the London people? Of course, you're coming there. So our listeners, everyone is listening to
Of
you.
course, please do drop by on the
Your
weekend,
number
Saturday,
one
Sunday. We
radio
are there
station,
only on
Radio
Saturday,
Dawn.
only on 29th. So I will be there from 1 p.m. Onwards. आप लोग please ज़रूर आएं. Come and see the beautiful designs that are coming in from Pakistan. And I'd love to connect with you. And also, whatever you do, जिंदगी में कुछ भी कर रहे हैं, कोई भी आपका शौक है, कोई भी चीज़ आपको पसंद है करना, it's very important to do it with passion, do it with your 100% hard work, and you will inshallah succeed. And or please never ever give up. I think that is the core message I want to give to people out there, women who are listening to me.
All right.
Follow your dreams, and inshallah, may Allah give you success.
Inshallah. And may Allah give you also success. Thank you for your time. And it's
Thank you
time to
so much,
wrap up.
Mashal.
Thank you, Sukena, so much, and wish you all the best and good luck, inshallah, for your event and in the life also. Thank you so much. We
Thank you.
have to wrap up the show, and whether in business or creativity or personal well-being, my message to all my audiences and listeners: if you would like to connect, that you have to go hand in hand with empowerment and with resilience and mindfulness. And if you would like to connect to Sukhena or learn more about her work, be sure to follow her journey on Enchanted Jewelry. That's all for our today on Mindfulness with Mashal. Today, stay mindful, stay inspired, and until next time, take care and keep shining. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
हाँ भाई क्या हाल है किधर हो
Why? What's happened?
यार मेरी बीवी ने